Hey everybody, Mike Mezak back here in studio at CSN, shopcsntv.com, for a coin that is timely, current, collectible. I mean, just pick an adjective, this coin fills it. It is, I think, one of the single most significant collectibles ever put out by the United States Mint. As a matter of fact, in all of the literally decades I've been doing this, I believe this to be probably the most popular, most sought after, most collectible coin that I may well have ever presented. Don't understand that. Let's break that down. May well be the single most collectible coin that I have ever been able to present. This coin right here, the 2020 P, and you see that little P in parentheses there. Emergency Production Assistance struck at the Philadelphia Mint, first strike. In perfect mint state 70. Let's set the scenario for this coin. First of all, 2020. We already know, you've heard me talking about it since the beginning of 2020, that the 2020 American Eagle is the most collectible eagle in the entire Silver Eagle collection. From 1986, when President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law and they started production of the American Silver Eagle, until 2020, it has looked exactly like this. We've had that Adolph Wyman obverse and the John Mercanti heraldic eagle reverse, and then late last year, the United States Mint decided that they're going to change the reverse of the American Silver Eagle. That is seismic changes in numismatic collectability. Already the 2020 Eagle has come out and it has been the most collectible American Silver Eagle that has ever been released by the United States Mint. The United States Mint is, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million coins behind in terms of production. There's no doubt about that. And then, of course, the current events. And because of that, the United States Mint had to, for the very first time, shut down the West Point Mint. And we had talked about that. We said, hey, because of this, there are no 2020 Eagles in the marketplace. We've talked about that they're already bringing historic premiums because the United States Mint has, in essence, not released any Silver Eagles. And the United States Mint is aware of this. They already know they were running smaller crews at West Point Mint, and then they literally had to shut it down for 10 days. So for that 10 days to try to meet this incredible demand of the most collectible Silver Eagle in the history of the United States Mint, for 10 days, they manually made and packaged and boxed coins at the Philadelphia Mint. And then, to their credit, they kind of let us know. They said that there was an emergency production edition, a supplemental mintage at the Philadelphia Mint. And as they do, they say, look, we want them to be homogeneous. In other words, you can't necessarily tell them from the West Point Mint. However, we will release to you, because we had a Freedom of Information Act request, we will release to you the number of boxes and how you can figure it out so a coin is from Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, it's going to be easy. How about I just do this? I've got a letter. This is the letter from the United States Mint. We're going to put it on the screen so you can follow along. So if we could do that. And this says, this Department of the Treasury, United States Mint, April 27th is the date of the letter. 2020 American Silver Eagle bullion coins produced in Philadelphia. You can see it right there. In the light of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, the United States Mint has temporarily reduced production in its facilities in order to reduce the risk of employee exposure to COVID-19. The health and safety of the Mint workforce remains our highest priority. Typically, American Silver Eagle bullion coins are minted at the Mint's West Point facility. However, due to the reduced production at the West Point facility amid the coronavirus pandemic from April 8th until April 20th, the United States Mint at Philadelphia produced 240,000, that's the key number, 240,000 American Eagle silver bullion coins, these 2020 coins. American Silver Eagle bullion coins minted in Philadelphia were all packaged manually. The coins were shipped in so-called monster boxes. I'll show you one in a minute. Each of which contains 25 tubes of 20 coins for a total of 500 coins in each box. There were 480 boxes made. Monster boxes of 2020 American Eagle bullion coins minted in Philadelphia were affixed with a typed label containing the box tracking number. Additionally, box tracking numbers were handwritten directly on the boxes. Box tracking numbers 400,000 to let you know how many have been made so far, and including 400,479 were used on boxes of coins that were minted in Philadelphia. So 480 boxes of 500 coins, 480,000, or 240,000 coins, sorry. The United States Mint does not sell its bullion coins directly to the public. Instead, they do it through authorized purchasers to provide investors the opportunity to acquire precious metal coins at a premium, slight premium to spot market prices. As such, all American Silver Eagle bullion coins are by their nature homogeneous. None of these coins bears a mint mark designating the facility where it's produced. The Mint's goal is to ensure that the American Eagle silver bullion coin struck at any of its facilities are identical and indistinguishable from each other. However, they are distinguishable. And the provenance, where they come from, is incredibly, phenomenally, ridiculously important. So I have over here a monster box. This one's open. This is an older one. And so what happens is you take this lid, and this goes on that right there. And see, they wrote a box number on this. This one's from a couple of years ago. And so that's going to have that lid on it. It's going to have the special seal. It's going to be sealed with these plastic, kind of seals that are lead sealed on top of that. And then those 480 boxes, only if you get one of those sealed boxes that came directly from the United States Mint that has the correct tag and the correct box number on it, that box then has to go to the certification company, whether it be Annex or NGC or PCGS. It just doesn't matter. They have to have the box whole. The only way that you can be 100% guaranteed that you're going to get one of these Philadelphia minted coins is if it's certified. Nobody can offer a coin that is uncertified. And if any of these boxes, these 400, and there was only 480 boxes out of 400,000 boxes made so far, if any of those boxes were opened not at a grading company, those coins are lost forever because, like I said, they are homogeneous coins. So here's what we have. So because of this incredible thing that the United States Mint had to shut down the West Point Mint and the Philadelphia Mint in this desperate bid to try to keep up with demand of the 2020 American Silver Eagles, of silver coins of any kind, whether it be Silver Eagles or silver dollars or 90% silver, pre-64 silver. It doesn't matter what it is. They are in monstrous demand. I've never seen demand for American silver coins like they are today. And so, like I said, the United States Mint from Philadelphia, in a desperate bid to try to not be so far behind, tried to help out, and they made 240,000 coins. Well, in a year where they're probably going to sell, 80 million American Silver Eagles, the most popularly collected and desirable Silver Eagle in the history of the United States Mint, because they're changing the design. Next year, this is the end of an era. This is a transition coin. This is a legacy coin. But then we've got this subset of collectability, desirability, and just part of American consciousness that was made at the Philadelphia Mint as an emergency production assistance to the West Point Mint. There's only 240,000 coins. Now, similar things to this, a similar thing to this happened in the past. The 2015, they were behind, Philadelphia Mint kicked in and made some boxes then too. You may recall the 2015 P Mint Silver Eagle from the United States Mint. You may also know that today that sells for anywhere between about $4,000 and $10,000 in Mint State 70. And they made a few more of these, but not that many. As a percentage of the coins made during the year, this coin is every bit as rare. And then given the fact that 2015, there was nothing spectacular about the American Silver Eagle in that year, this coin is collectible just by itself. So the 2015 P, even when it came out and we sold it, after it was produced, it literally started off at, $500, $1,000, $2,000. So here's what we have. We have the most collectible by year American Silver Eagle ever done, the 2020, because they're changing the design for next year. And remember, that's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. 35 years to change it the first time. By law, they can't change it again for 25 years. So it's literally once in a lifetime, once in a 60-year opportunity for that. So that's collectible. But then we have this tiny sliver of collectability in these emergency production assistance coins from Philadelphia Mint. Now, here's the thing that makes it even more collectible than anything I've ever seen. Of all the things we've sold here, palladium reverse proof, it doesn't matter, the 2015 P minted coins, whatever it is, the gold Kennedys, whatever. This coin is the best coin, the most collectible coin that I've seen. And here's the reason. We found out about this pretty early. We found out about this before it hit the street, if you will. And because of that, we were able to lock down a phenomenal quantity of these coins. As a matter of fact, I believe that we have, accounted for, I don't know, 15 or 20% of the entire mintage. By doing that early, it's not just that this is such a significant coin from being at 2020 and then this special emergency production. The fact is the price as well. So anytime you've had a coin of this rarity, of this desirability in a series that is this rare, in a year that is absolutely the most stellar year of production, you simply do not have the opportunity to own this coin at $299. This coin is going to start at $499, $699, $899, even $1,000 when you've got this spectacular, spectacular American Silver Eagle. As a matter of fact, in the regular mint state American Silver Eagle, this is the second rarest. This is you have the 15p and then you have this coin, the 15p, at least 10 to 30 times more money. The mintages are similar. As a matter of fact, as a percentage of mintage for the year, this coin may actually even be rare because 2020 is a collectible year in and of itself. So not only do I have coins, but I have got coins at our original issue price. Already, we're starting to see the boxes. Remember, they have to be sealed before they go to the grading company. We're already seeing these boxes selling and trading at tremendous premiums to what they were just when it first came out. That's why we were so lucky to get these coins early so that I can give you this price and I can hold this price for right here, right now. These are unprecedented times, folks, and this is an unprecedented coin. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The United States Mint has never shut down the West Point Mint facility before, ever. And they did it for 12 days to clean the facility because of, like I said, the coronavirus pandemic. And as they did that, the Philadelphia Mint jumped in to try to help, even though that they're still trying to make circulating coinage. They're working on a very reduced schedule with reduced employees, like I said, to try to protect the health of the United States Mint employees. And they were able to do 240,000 coins. I know it seems a drop in the bucket, but they were trying. And that's really what it was. They were just trying to stay ahead. So the result of this is these were released, after they'd not released any coins at all. The week after that, the Mint released no additional coins. The Mint is, 10 million, 20 million coins behind. So not only are 2020 Silver Eagles of any kind phenomenally rare, phenomenally collectible, phenomenally desirable, we've now got this tiny little sliver, this extra special coin that is, this collectible that is unlike anything I have ever seen in the history of the United States collectible business. Because, it's this special year. The fact that 2020 is this last year of issue for the American Heraldic Eagle. This is the very last year it's going to look like this. So any 2020 Eagle, particularly now that the United States Mint is behind months and months and months and months, they may never be able to fill the demand. But within this incredible collectible 2020 American Silver Eagle, we now also have this special edition, I guess is what you can call it, because this emergency production assistance, where the Philadelphia Mint did its very best, its level best to chip in, to just try to get some coins into the marketplace, to try to, put some normalcy, into coin collecting. United States Mint, hasn't released a product in forever. They're just out there trying desperately to make coins and release coins and put stuff back out into the marketplace. And so the Philadelphia Mint is back doing other coins. And so these specific coins represent this little tiny microcosm, this little 10-day window into the American Silver Eagle production. This little 10-day window where they were made at Philadelphia, like I said, while the West Point Mint was shut down. If we can, take a look at that letter again. This is how we found this out. They'd shut it down. And someone asked the United States Mint, and you can read that. I read it earlier in this. But at the end of the day, what they're saying is they temporarily had to reduce production at all their facilities in the face of phenomenally increasing demand. And because of that, because they had to completely shut down, the West Point Mint, the Philadelphia Mint, like I said, jumped in. And that's the letter that you see right there. Now here's the secondary part of this. And as I read the letter, it says that these were all packaged manually. So if you look at the box, you can see when they manually package the coins, and what there is there's, and this is the way I'm going to grab this tube right here. So what they do is they kind of package these 25 tubes of 20 coins. See if I can get into this thing. And then they put them in here, and they put them in there by hand. And when you do that, you touch the coins. They clink together. And so anytime the coins are manually packaged, it creates a problem with grade. So now you have a coin that they only did 240,000 of. They only did 240,000 of this coin, but all 240,000 were packaged manually. You know what I can tell you based on the fact that we're doing this and grading these and certifying these? The vast majority of these coins do not grade perfect Mint State 70. If you just want one of these special emergency production assistance Philadelphia Mint coins, we've got some Mint State 69s down there, as you can see, at $74.95. Actually, not much more than a regular American Silver Eagle of any year. So, that's the thing. So you have this incredible microcosm of American collectability. So you've got 2020, this incredibly collectible coin in and of itself. And then you've got the coin where it was done for this tiny sliver of time in a very reduced production, only 240,000 coins, making it one of the rarest American Silver Eagles ever made by the United States Mint. And I can sell that to you for $74.95, for $74.95 in a Mint State 69. And in a Mint State 70, and understand the vast majority of coins, some of the grading percentages on these boxes, out of those 500 coins, you're getting maybe 50 70s. You're getting maybe 50 70s. Now this box, as you can see, this is a different box from a different year. Okay, that's box 10,152. Well, to give you an idea of how popular 2020 is, the box numbers in 2020 these Philadelphia Mint coins start at 400,000. This is 10,000. 40 times more Eagles for 2020, where we stand today. So the amazing part isn't just that we have this tiny little fraction of coins, only 240,000 out of maybe 80 million, but the fact that the vast majority of them, because they were packaged manually, are not going to grade Mint State 70, yet I am offering Mint State 70 coins. And not at $500 or $800 or $1,000 or $1,500, but at $299.95. And I could tell you how collectible these are. So as I'm presenting these, one of the first things we do, we create our item and so on, and we put it on our website, shopcsntv.com. We literally sold, I think we posted it, and 100 coins were gone like that. That's never happened. In other words, we had a bigger response to our website as soon as this coin was posted than any other thing that we have ever posted on our website, any other thing that we have sold on our website. The demand for this, the latent demand building up for this, has been absolutely positively incredible. It's unlike anything I've seen in the quarter century I have been doing this. Nothing matches this, because it's all of the things together. The 2020 American Silver Eagle, the last of its lineage. The fact that from 1986, they're finally changing it 35 years later in 2020. That in and of itself has made the 2020 American Silver Eagle the best-selling Silver Eagle in history, Mint State Silver Eagle, in the history of the United States Mint Silver Eagle program. Because they're changing the design next year. That's cataclysmic. It's titanic. It's just absolutely amazing. And that is going to be a big thing for next year. So the 2020 is by itself incredibly collectible. Now, because of current events, obviously the coronavirus pandemic, it has created a tremendous shortage of coins because the mint, like everybody else, can't really operate normally. And then, as a matter of fact, the West Point Mint had to shut down, as you can see, for almost 2 weeks, week and a half. And because of that, Philadelphia kicked in, even in its limited capacity, and the best it could do was 240,000 coins, but at least they were trying. And these are those 240,000 coins, these emergency production assistance coins. So you have the 2020 American Silver Eagle, the most desirable silver eagle. Then you have this tiny little, like I said, they could make 100 million. They could sell 100 million 2020 American Silver Eagles. Only 240,000 of them are going to be this Philadelphia emergency production assistance that you see right here. So, I mean, it's less than 1%. Probably it could end up being a quarter of 1%, a tenth of 1%. I mean, who knows? I mean, it is going to be such a minuscule part of that. And then the fact is when it's that small, this number that we're selling this for should be significantly higher. But we were able to get in early, and since I got a good deal, you get a good deal. And that's what your opportunity is. Look, when you get down to the Mint State 69 down there, our regular Mint State 69, it's like $59.95. So you're getting one of the most important and collectible coins in the history of the United States Mint for basically $15 if you buy a Mint State 69. Our regular Mint State 69 is $59.95. These Mint State 69s, $74.95. So you can participate in this incredible slice of collectability and desirability from a numismatic standpoint for what amounts to almost the same price of anything else, even though it's representative of less than 1% of the production. Now, the Mint State 70s in this are significantly more money because they're so rare. Even the coins right out of the original box when they're opened at the grading company, they grade poorly. When we read the letter, you could see that. They were packaged manually. And when they package these manually, it's just not possible to take enough care to make sure that you get a high percentage of absolutely, positively perfect coins. Like I said, these are prior year coins that you see right here. And then, so what you have is it's so difficult to get the high grades. So as you're packaging these manually, okay, see that? That coin's not a 70, that coin's not a 70, that coin's not a 70, and it just goes just like that. And so, to be able to get the perfect coin, the fact that it's Mint State 70. So now you take this population, if you will, from 240,000 down to maybe 50,000, at most maybe. Maybe 50,000 coins will end up being Mint State 70 perfect. In a coin that is, like I said, right out of the chute, the most popularly collected, most highly purchased coin we have ever had in the history here of CSN. That's how popular this is. It's sold unlike anything we've ever done. This is my first full in-person presentation of this coin that I have been able to do. And at this point, while we had, like I said, we bought, 15, even 20% of the entire mintage, we are already starting to run low on coins. We are already starting to run low on coins because it's such an important coin. It's such an important subset of that coin, like I said, that was made at the Philadelphia Mint instead of the West Point Mint, all because of current events and the coronavirus pandemic that you have right here. But then we have made it so incredibly affordable, so incredibly approachable from a collecting standpoint, and that's the key. I have just a few more minutes here. If we could, let's put the letter back up again, because I want to talk about that as we go. So in light of the coronavirus pandemic, the United States Mint has temporarily reduced production in its facilities in order to reduce the risk of employee exposure to COVID-19. The health and safety of the Mint workforce remains our highest priority. Of course, so that's what they want to do. So if you go in there, you can see from April 8th until April 20th, the United States Mint produced 240,000 of these Silver Eagles. They were minted in Philadelphia and they were packaged manually. They were put into the monster boxes, those green boxes I was showing you over there. And then they manually wrote the tracking numbers on these boxes and then manually wrote it on the box as well. And it was box number 400,000, remember there's 500 coins in a box, through 400,479 inclusive. And so because of that, as you can see, it doesn't have a Philadelphia Mint mark on it. So the only way that you can get it is it has to be certified. It 100% has to be certified. The grading company has to get the box that's sealed. It has this white a tape, in essence. It's a more than a tape, really, and that's sealed with lead. So it has to come sealed. It has to have the correct box number. It has to have the correct tag. It has to come from what's called one of the authorized purchasers. All of those things have to be the case, and they have to come that way directly to the grading company, whether it be NGC, PCGS, or Annex. And we have Annex. And of course, First Strike Annex is exclusive to us, so you can only get this coin here. So, I mean, this is a coin that when everybody first started hearing about that, they're going $500 coin, $800 coin, $1,000 coin. But because we acted early and we stepped up, it's not, if you're watching us, a $500 coin. I've heard of thousands of coins sold at $500 or $700 or $1,000 coin. You're at the front of the curve here. $299.95 for absolutely perfect Mint State 70 emergency production Philadelphia minted American Silver Eagles. Here's the bottom line. The 2020 American Silver Eagle is the most collectible silver eagle in the history of the United States Mint because it's the last in its era. It's the last in its line, in its lineage. The United States Mint has already announced they are changing the design for next year. Because of that, the 2020 Silver Eagle, just the regular one, is by far the best-selling American Silver Eagle in history. Now add in this incredible, like I said, due to current events, production of this most popular end-of-the-series transition legacy coin that you have out there. For these 12 days, they were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, only 240,000 because they were literally made manually. So now you've got this part of the 2020 Silver Eagle, which is incredibly collectible in its own right, but then you have this subset, this sliver of collectability, of desirability that comes from the Philadelphia Mint, and you have to get it certified because the grading company has to have it. You cannot buy these coins. You can't get these coins uncertified. And then since we acted early, and like I said, we went big, bought every single box we could get, I'm able to offer it at only $299. Do not forget your opportunity to buy Mint State 69s, this rare, collectible, desirable coin. Like I said, probably the most desirable and collectible coin I have ever seen. From a sales standpoint, absolutely no doubt about it. You can get it for just about the same exact price we charge for a regular Silver Eagle in Mint State 69. That is a tremendous opportunity. So it's opportunity, it's price, it's the fact that we have them, but this coin is collectible at a level unlike anything I have ever seen in the numismatic marketplace, folks. So, but our quantities, even though we acted big, even though we had thousands and thousands of coins, our quantities are going down at an incredibly quick rate. Many people buying multiples because this is one of the single most unique numismatic opportunities I have ever seen in the quarter century I've been doing this. It is absolutely fundamentally one of the most important coins ever released, ever made by the United States Mint. We have got them in stock at our original issue price, First Strike, Annex, exclusive to us. Please, please, please get them while we still have them.